see you all. Thank you for coming. Saturday, possibly day off for quite a few. And taking your time out is something very nice. See, we all in our life, almost everybody today, it's quite a big trend. Everybody wants to have a flat abs and good muscles, good food. In fact, one guy was saying, every time I see good, healthy food, it makes me sick. Everybody is wanting to go for good food now. And got all those spicy and vada pav and golgappa, and the other side, American chopsueys and pav bhajis and all those things are all mixed up together. So we keep talking about dieting for food. Have you ever thought about dieting your mind? And if you look carefully, when you eat junk food, it influences your mind. And when your mind gets junk, your system goes for a task, the body system. So they are highly intellect. They are all part of this physical world. This entire universe is made of matter. We all are aware of this quantum physics. We talked about it again and again. Quantum physics, let's say, the beauty and the difference is you can see the body, but you can't see the mind. And the Western philosophy says mind is something else. Body and the brain is, yes, that is you. So, ancient Vedanta is asking, okay, if that be so, why is your mind different than your husband, your wife, your children, your parent? Can you tell me two people whose mind are identical? So what we're talking today in bringing you the ancient coupled with the latest of the Western. How do we do that for our children, kids? What we're going to do today is to give you a little taste of how do we do this. Have you noticed today, first thing you get up in the morning, your hand goes to the mobile. You look outside, look at everybody. Anywhere you go, look at your maids today. It's amazing to see the maid, the auto rickshaw guy, even the poorest and even the richest. Everybody got their mobile. Anywhere, airport, bus stand, railway, picture hall, even picture hall, somebody doing and everybody is looking at him. Maybe his or her partner is saying, hey, come on, go out. Everywhere it says silent. So, you can continue to use it. Okay. So, how do we couple this rich heritage of India, Vedanta, and the latest of the Western called educational concept, teaching and learning, and we are also blessed to be in this world of technological revolution. No? It's so nice, so good. But what is happening is, we should bring about a balance and use it. But we are not doing that. We have been strictly eaten up with it. You must be seeing most of the wives, husbands, boyfriends, girlfriends, everybody is talking about, again you are on mobile. There was a scene was going on, I happened to pass by. This man has taken the young lady out for a date, their first date. He is crazy about soccer, American Hollywood film. Then in soccer, the wine is served and the guy is asking, what are you going to do? And in the soccer, the guys are going for a run and he's got an iPhone, he's looking at it like that. The girl is sitting there, the girl very understandingly looking at him and patiently waiting. This is what is called eating, eating you up. Anywhere. So, garbage food makes you sick. But you can take a tablet and become okay. No? Constipation, you can take a tablet and become okay. Loose motion, you can take a tablet and become okay. Vomiting, nausea, fever, you can take a tablet and become okay. Can you do that if somebody looks at you and you look up, you're looking up with a smile because you're nice, you're kind, and that person looks at you and says, didn't say anything, just made that sound and walks away. Will you be able to write it off from your mind? It stays on. Every time you see that person, you'll remember that. And if we are a little less gentle, we'll say, okay, I'll see you. So what happened? Little information came in and did a garbage. Look at it, this beautiful computer is a great asset. The mobile is a great asset. You can do anything with a smartphone today. You know, there is something beautiful in this computer, in the smartphone. Unfortunately, we don't have that. But we could have it, is the intention of our talk today. What is it that the computers have, the mobiles have, or the iPads have, which you and I don't have?
The trash.
Loudly? Somebody said
The
something.
trash. The trash.
Sorry?
The trash. I mean,
Detach.
The trash. The trash.
Give the mic, please. Yeah, very nice.
I mean to say the trash bin where you can delete everything.
Thank you. Give it a big hand. I don't know what is that? Delete button. You can delete in here or there. You can delete that guy who had proposed to you and decided not to marry him. You can delete his details. You can put him into junk list now. But can you do it in your mind? So what has happened is, technological revolution is beautiful, but we need to bring in a balance, in which I'm talking about, you notice the one before we talked about, with consciousness, mind on a diet. I put that in a pale yellow color. The reason is you and I don't see that. Let's say you all can hear me. I can hear myself. You can see me. I can see my hands. Think. This light, this microphone, that screen, this computer, everything is different. You are different than her, she is different than him, he is different than you, everybody's different. This is different, the light is different, the microphone is different, the screen is different. I can take out the bulb, the light will not be there anymore. That particular light, isn't it? But what is it that is all of them are connected? This is Vedanta. What is it that is connecting the light, the computer, the microphone, the screen? Is what? Is the electricity. If you don't have electricity, whether through a battery or whatever, you can't hack them. So what is it in you and me? Everybody can hear. But notice, every one of us are taking these messages of the screen, of the pictures, with a different mind, with a different 5 senses. Your ears, eyes, nose, touch, taste. They're different. Through these senses, you are seeing. Okay. But tell me, what if you were doing it like you and I used to do it in the school days? Eyes are open, nodding with the teacher, but mind is somewhere else. At the end of it, I will ask my neighbor, girl or the boy, what was she talking about? My God, she was boring. My mind is switched off. Same way, your parent or the grandparent have gone with you maybe for a jazz session just to please you. You all must have said, come on, Papa, come on, Grandpa, come with me. And Grandma said, oh, okay, chalo beta, chalengi. She is switched off when all that drumming and stringing is going on. At the end of it, she must be saying, my God, it is still drumming on my head. If she is very kind lady. Otherwise, she'll say, next time, mere ko maleka mat chata. She had switched off. So, if you are sitting here and switched off, can you hear me? Can it make an impression in your mind? Can you see me? Doubtful. What happens if you're awake but cut off from your sensory elements? What if you're unconscious? Then can you see me? Can you hear me? What if you are in coma? Body is alive, but I'm not connected to my consciousness because of state of coma. That is, if you reflect carefully, just below death. Death, body is there, there's zero consciousness, isn't it? And coma is very little consciousness, which might revive. You hear some of the people get revived from coma state. Below that is unconscious state. Below that, deep sleep state. Below that, semi-sleep state. You know, most of us have disturbed sleep. Why? Why did someday you get up and say, I had such a beautiful sleep, and you're ready to go. And another day you get up and somebody asks you, what happened? You say, I had terrible sleep. You know, that monster came to me what we were last night, and he was chasing me. So what did you do actually? You let that TV screen took that data in before you went to sleep. It hasn't gone off. You couldn't press a delete before you went to sleep. There is no delete button. But you could. If you wish, there is a way. And that is the ancient Vedantic way, which I want you to bring it in. And it's not complicated. You and I think complicated. Do you know why? Because we know so little about Vedanta. So little about Upanishad, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Puranas. We don't know. Because we don't know, we think it's not there. Imagine you have seen a globe, a world map, that you know where is North Pole. And you believe in it. Have we been to North Pole? Most of us haven't. But you believe. Look at the same way. Let's say this earth, universe, it's round. We know it is ellipsoid shape. Think. Ferdinand Magellan, 1652, please Google it, you'll find it. He announced that this universe, this earth, is ellipsoid. You know, they killed him 1652 in England. It's there in London Museum. They said he's trying to teach us wrong thing. If I tell you today earth is flat, you will say, what a monkey. So what is it? You didn't know, now you know. So Vedanta Upanishad, why is it such a big block in all of our mind? It's because we don't know. But if you know, very little work you have to do. Very little. Just Interact. Start interacting. Where is the information? Within you. It's not out there. It's not in a screen or a book or a structure called Upanishad or Bhagavad Gita or Quran or Bible or something. Now, it's within you. And that within you information needs to be taken out. All you have to do is do that. How do we do that? So we are talking about this consciousness. It's like this ocean. We know we are a part of this earth. This earth has got shape, which is anything that occupies space is called matter. If you read the dictionary meaning, or if you remember your science classes, anything that occupies space is matter. So the body is matter. This earth, this computer, that 1,000 rupee note, that Mercedes BMW car, they're all matter. But what is Vedanta saying? Jagat Mithya. You say, how can it be I exist? And he says, Brahma Satyam. By the way, this is not a religious discourse. This is just connecting. How can it be Mithya? Because the description of truth is what? Which cannot be destroyed. Does your and my body get destroyed? Think. When we were baby the other day, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, we were a baby, no? And from there, how have you come to this stage? Because you've eaten food through the mouth. And that food has made you grow and become bigger and bigger. In other words, that food, what you took. So look at the tigers and lions and the hyenas and the jackals, they eat raw flesh. If you go to the zoo or see it in the Animal Planet and all, what are they doing? Walking up, walking down. Why is that? Because what you take in, it what goes out. Look at an elephant. Look at a giraffe. Standing tall and gently swinging its head. Look at a bison. I don't know if you've seen. A bison is looking at the camera, eyes are still, body is still, only maybe tail is moving to take away some flies, and cutting, chewing. That's it. Elephant, standing tall, gently swinging its body. It's in rhythm with the universe. What food do they eat? Pure vegetarian. So what food you take, you and I, it goes ahead. I'll deal with it a little more. What we're talking about now, that's the body. That has grown. What about the mind? When you were born, you were not like this. You trusted everybody. But you had something called intuitive power, inner intuition, inner guidance, God's voice. So as somebody came and you may be holding the baby and say, hi baby, and the baby turns his face and goes to mama. Have you seen this happening, no? Why? The baby says, I don't like this guy. He knows it. And mommy said, come on beta, look at it, this is your grandfather or father or friend or uncle or something. Baby will not turn. Can you turn around the baby? At least not till the time you have convinced the baby I am your good friend. Today, you're different. Your mind is filled with data, information, non-stop. The world is talking about today screen time. If you want to put your mind on a diet, have a screen time. When you wake up in the morning, first thing I notice, I just love to watch people. I specialize in doing, you can say, body language. The moment I look at you, I come to know what you're thinking. How?
That's dangerous.
It is dangerous, you know why? Think. That's the information, you want it to be kept secret. You don't want anybody to tip into your brain. Does a baby think so? What about Buddha, Paramhamsa, Mahavir Jain, Guru Nanak? He will say, "Ah, Hare bahut acha hai." He is delightful that you know it. Why? He is no secret. Why do you and I have secrets? Because we got those little files and the folders and the compartments. Father, children watching cricket. Mommy is not interested in cricket. Mommy in the morning got up very nice. Today I'm going to cook special breakfast for all of you. Everybody said, "Oh, Mama, very nice." Give a hug. Mama is very charged up. Mama has gone and cooked. And has brought it. Everybody says, "Mama, let's have it in front of the TV." Mama can't now make everybody unhappy. Mama said, "Alright." So let's say Papa is eating. Mommy is standing, waiting for a compliment. And nothing is coming, they're too busy Sachin Tendulkar batting. The mommy says, "How is it?" Supposing Papa is not that sensitive or absent-minded, says, "Ah, very nice." Mommy will quietly go. Supposing Papa is nice and sensitive and cares, Papa will say, "Better than my mother." Mommy will say, "Ek aur tu." Can you see the difference? So what is it? We are going to get carried away. I'm talking about now this, the world around us is influencing us continuously. You walk into Shivaji market, vegetable market, fish market. Walk into Phoenix Mall. Shivaji market is outdated. Hardly people will go. Even vegetables you'll go to buy Shivaji Mall, and food and stalls you'll buy it from there. Wherever you go. See, your mind, your eyes are continuously looking. And if you like something, you go and touch it. And you go and turn it. You will be seeing the cloth or whatever. Or the texture of the vegetable or the fruit. So what you're doing? You're checking it out. That's with the visual cue. This mind is your mind. No one else has the mind. In other words, what is it? Anything that occupies space is matter. Western science don't agree. They say matter is something which is a brain function. So the people ask, okay, which function of the brain is that? They said, we haven't found out as yet. We will. One day we will. Vedanta says it is not. Vedanta says mind is your individual. Based on what work have you been doing? So if you did something very nice, that paratha, you felt very good. And if everybody was playing ball and everybody happy and everybody said, switch off the TV, put it on recording, we'll watch it after half an hour. Papa will say, very nice paratha. Shall we send some to the neighbor? Mommy's day is made. So what happened now? See, you are making deposits. And these deposits are very important. Harmonious deposit, harmonious mind. Mind is connected to the brain. Brain is making connections to the senses which go through, let's say I can see you. Does it mean that you come and enter my eyeball? No. I see you, an image is created through the cornea, through the mechanism of the eye goes into the neurons. two neurons make a connection, make a synapses. Synapses goes into the brain, feed the data. There is that stupid guy, Robbin Ghosh, we had met before. And you say, it is him, this one is it. You made connections now. That goes into your brain. And that in turn correlates with your what? Thinking, with earlier data. That is giving you impression to the mind. And mind is yours because your mind occupies only you. Nowhere else, no one else, even the twins do not have it. No parents have it with the children. Absolutely yours. Consciousness, on the other hand, is not so. That electricity is not so. That's the consciousness. This ocean is the consciousness. That consciousness through the mind is triggering you. When the consciousness leaves you, you're called dead. Almost leaving you, called coma. Deep sleep, unconscious state, a little lesser degree. And disturbed sleep is like that. Absent-minded is even less than that. This consciousness is you and I have forgotten. But this consciousness is pure. Absolutely. You can put anything into it. Like your mind, the garbage. So what does Vedanta says? You cannot burn it. You cannot dry it. You cannot cut it with a scissor or a weapon, cleave it with a weapon. You cannot burn it. You cannot wet it with water either. It is absolutely without any influence. And even I have that consciousness, which is what? Supreme power. If you and I can learn how to unclog our mind and start to put in good data, lots of things happen. You find most importantly peace, happiness, joy, that in a disturbed state. From Shivaji Market, from Phoenix Mall, now you go to a temple or a church or a mosque. Muharram just now gone by. Many of you have been doing fasting. Have you noticed? When you did the fasting, your mind is so pure. You're always thinking of Allah or God. Now Navratra is going to start and you're going to sing song and you're going to dance and you're going to feel very good at that time. You're unclogging, declogging and putting it into some of those unconsciously. We are saying make it consciously now. And be aware. First thing in the morning, supposing you say, I shall not touch my mobile till, let's say, 8 o'clock. Try and wake up in the morning. Why should I do that? New Year resolution. Or let's say Diwali resolution. This stupid guy, Dr. Ghosh, has been eating up meditation. Let me see. Okay, this year I'm going to meditate. Promise, cross my heart, I'm going to do that. So you've made up your mind. 3:30, train, 4 o'clock you have to get, come on, go wash up. The mobile alarm is telling you, wake up. Mind is wanting to get up. Conscious is telling the mind, come on, get up. It used to happen to me long time back, onwards it started. With the divine grace, right from early childhood. Imagine I used to lead a totally different kind of life. Combat flying, is all the time thinking about that. But I had a system. First thing in the morning, I would concentrate only on these meditations, spiritual practice. I loved reading ancient Vedanta, Ramayana, Mahabharata. I think it is my grandma, mom, dad, they must have instilled it into. So, I used to go ahead and do them, and then I noticed long time ago, early in the morning, I didn't need an alarm. From then, you'd be surprised, inside my head, like you see in a mandir, going on, it used to happen. Dung, 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 like a bell in a temple, in a church. So loud, I had to get up. I used to initially wonder, where is it coming from? When I started the school, way after. So I learned to live with it. And the moment I start my practices, it will go away. I started, this is in Koregaon Park, 1997. 96 almost started, 97 officially. As I would meet a mother or a father, I look at it and they're telling me something and all that. And I'll say, ma'am, is your child like this? Is it this what you do? And is this how she was born? And she said, how do you know? I said, honestly, I also don't know. But I just get a message when I look at you. I'm asking you because you're the mom, you're the dad. You tell me, is it true? Yeah. I said, does she have this kind of a birthmark on the left side and the bottom at the back? How do you know? I said, honestly, I don't know. But I'll give you an example. Do you know how many hair you have in your head? Yeah. But you take one hair, and if you pull it, do you know it is there? How do you know it? You say, I can feel. Same way, when you practice Vedanta, the moment you look at a person, you look at a bar. Yesterday, somebody came for interview. The Vani ma'am, who is looking after the HR, came and was sharing with the head of the HR, Mangesha. They were both standing. I was sitting. They came and said, sir, so-and-so has come for wanting to get an admission. So I just looked at the folder. I said, is she from Delhi area? Not? She said, yeah, she's from Gurgaon. I said, she's done her master's in HR or something like that, or marketing? She said, yeah, HR and marketing. I said, really? She scored around 69% or something? HR head said, sir must have seen the folder. I said, honestly, I have not. You're bringing the folder with you just now. But you'll be amazed, sir. What I'm trying to tell you, this consciousness will give you that power. So when I look at a child, there is a problem. Why? Because she has cracked somebody or he has boxed somebody. I tell them, champion, are you a monkey? I said, no. Are you a dog? No. I said, then why are you kicking and biting and boxing? You're not that. You could be like maybe Vivekananda, maybe Bill Gates, maybe Steve Jobs, maybe think about somebody great. You could. Choose your mind. Guide the mind. Select one thing. You as the mom and the dad have to guide the children to do that. But if you and I also clogged up ourselves, we look at the same situation and we'll not. How do we utilize it? I'm just giving you several examples. I'll run through the rest of it. You will get a pretty good idea. This presentation will be there in the website, in YouTube. You can see it later. Sir, please see if you put in the YouTube.
Yes.
I don't know if you're aware, in the Gurukul system, children had to go to Guru. Today what do you do? Open Google. What happens? Just imagine, you open a site, you start to read, suddenly comes and pops up another message. And maybe a girl is swinging with a nice clothes, so you straight away click it. Now what has happened? You are reading something else which is of interest to you. Let's say if the earth is round, Dr. Ghosh said 1652, let me check it out. Must be wrong. We are doing this all the time. Checking. Is it so? Where did you find it? Show it to me. We are doing this all the time. Baby doesn't do that. Baby just trusts. Baby knows I trust. Great saints, they also just trust. And even if Ratnakar came, the saints make them Valmiki. Angulimal came, became a great saint with Buddha. You all have read the story, heard them. That's the power of the consciousness. Let's understand what the picture of the ocean means. See, all of us are the waves in that ocean. This is a Vedantic example. all of us are having fun. And what does the wave do? It's never still. It's moving, moving, moving. Along with that, a little bubble or a froth or a little bigger, a small wave and a bigger, a little bigger wave and a bigger wave and a bigger wave. And it's the very big wave. I said, wow, I can never be that Anil Ambani. And even bigger wave, that used to be Dhirubhai. Do you know with the cycle used to do it? Me. You already written yourself off. I can't do it. Or Bill Gates. Or maybe Paramahansa or Vivekananda. Now Vivekananda says it's your birthright too. To be what? He says to be Jesus, to be Muhammad, to be Vivekananda. It's your birthright too. It's not only their birthright, your right too. What do you want to be? Can we give this message to our kids? You can be. So whenever they box and fight and scratch, I say sit down. I don't follow. Many mothers come and say, so where is the discipline? Why are you punishing them? I say, okay, just think for a while. Police guy in the traffic crossing point is managing people like you and me. We have been through St. Mary's Bishops and DPS and Hutchins and all that. So we know, Salish, call the guy please. We know that if the police guy, if he is standing there and if I jump the line, he is going to give me penalty. 1,000 rupees fine or 500 fine. Or he will say like that and you have to give him some money. So to the fear of that, you don't jump the line. What if the police guy is missing? Is that the discipline we want from our children? The moment I get a chance, I want to jump the tax. And then we say, Kala Sarkar, nobody is looking after us. We are not paying what is our duty. I'm not saying everybody is pure in the Sarkar, okay? But I'm just saying, are we doing our part of the job? So now, look at these waves. I am one of that wave, we all are one of that wave. Different shape, different size. We all are matter. Anything that occupies space. That wave is occupying space in that part of the ocean. And it is, what is it doing? It's moving. If it is huge, then you say tsunami. It's moving. I'm having fun. I got my husband, my wife, my children, my parents, and I'm in dancing and maybe eating breakfast and cricket match and whatever. Okay? Metaphorically. My friend suddenly says, hey, can you see that dark line? This line. I say, yeah, I can see it. It's got something at the back. What are those? They are mountains. And that's the beach. What is it called? It's called shoreline. I said, shoreline? What is a shoreline? He said, you don't know? I said, no. He said, that is where you're going to end. I said, what do you mean by end? He said, you're going to die there. I said, what? Die? What is die? He said, you will not be a wave anymore. I said, what are you saying? How can it be? I don't believe you. He said, yeah, you will not be a wave anymore. I said, what will I be? You will become water. I said, water? What is water? Our great rishis are saying, you're not going to be this body anymore. You're going to be consciousness. He said, consciousness? What consciousness? I don't believe you. Or I say, Hanji, Jayo, and as you walk out, you say, you delete or switch off your mind. When I grow old, then I will think about consciousness. This is what is happening to you and me. So, I asked my friend, my husband, my wife, my parents, my children, they will also die? He says, everybody dies. I said, really? No, I'm worried. I said, what is water? He says, you don't know. Put your hand, check inside your water. Check on top, check at the bottom, check at the side, your water. I don't believe you. I'm a wave. I can feel my top and bottom and center. I'm a wave. We say, I'm with body, I'm with mind. You are not like me. Or what is it? You're not my type. Not my type. Stamped. Who's that guy? I say, why? I don't like him. Why? I say, hey, wife, I've grown up with this boy from half pant age. She says, I don't like him. I said, why? He's got funny eyes. Now I can't invite that boy to my home. I was thinking I'll call him for lunch or dinner. Stamped. You and I are doing it all the time. So I'm worried. Another guy comes in, wait. He says, why are you looking worried? I say, I've just come to know I'm going to die there. He said, that is true. I said, really? No, I trust that Vedantic guy. He's supposed to be a nice guy. I said, really? He said, yeah. I said, I don't want to die. He said, you don't want to die? There is a way. I said, really? What is it? It is, become still. Become silent. I said, how do I do that? He said, just become still. Stop moving and just become silent. I said, what will happen? If you become, you will see. So imagine in the middle of the ocean, a wave chooses to become suddenly silent. You don't have to do this. You're just silent. You're still. Not moving, not making noise, otherwise roaring noise, no? You're silent. What happens to you? From the wave, what do you become? You become the water. Which water? Ganga Pani? You become the ocean water. In other words, think, you become the ocean. You're not a wave, which is a tiny fragment of that ocean. You are the ocean. So when you become one like that, many of you will think, oh my God, that will take a lot of time. Think, I'll give you a simple anomaly. Because we don't understand, we don't read, we don't know, we don't talk about it, so we don't understand it. Because we don't understand, we say, not for me. So we make another file, not for me file, and put it into that, in the mind. Because we haven't made the attempt to understand. When you become the ocean, you have the power and the depth of the ocean. The tiny bubble and the biggest of the tsunami, everybody is made of that same ocean water. Same consciousness, same electricity. If I put my hand, you can see my hand. Why? Because that light is reflecting. If light didn't reflect, if it was jet black, you can't see my hand. So what are you seeing? Not the body, not the hand. You're seeing the light being reflected, which is called the consciousness. And it's not complicated. How do we make children understand? You'll be surprised. Children understand pretty well. You look at this. You and I are always stuck with a mobile or a TV or a computer, and you say it's our profession. Look at the kids. They also play a lot with the mobile and computers and things like that. But have you noticed, if they're playing cricket, they don't look at the mobile and the computer. They're too busy. In the society, wherever I see boys are playing football, they don't have any mobiles or anything. They're playing football. Who scored the goal? And the fight going on. You hit like that. He said, you made a foul. The total concentration is on that. Yours and my concentration is wavering all the time. So Vivekananda says, if I have to relearn again myself, I will only learn to concentrate. So if you and I can know how to concentrate, in which, notice, concentrate is a phenomena which is with your body and the mind. And your body, you are looking at like that, your everything is focused on that. Many people will come and say something, you're not even listening, or if you're not fully concentrated, you will say not now. You're focused. Not, Vivekananda says, enormous bits of data and information. You and I got them. You and I did Charles Law and Boyle's Law. Do you remember that? Why did we study then? This is what happened to our data. When did Aurangzeb come? What did Clive and Hastings do? We have done all this, no? We've forgotten. What good is that learning? I asked the children, why do you come to school? They said, to learn. I said, very nice. Why do you want to learn? So we can know more. I said, very nice. Why do you want to know more? So that we go to college, university, do higher study. I said, why? So to get a degree, no? I said, okay, very nice. Why do you want a degree? Come on, sir. You have to become a doctor, engineer, computer, businessman, professional. I said, okay, very nice. Why? So to get a job, isn't it? I said, okay, and why do you need a job? Sir, you don't know, to get money. I said, that means you joined the school to earn money? We said, no, sir. You joined the school to become a good, perfect human being. This is the journey. And the beauty part is, when you're a good, perfect human being, you will find money will run after you. That money on which you are running now, so Diwali Puja will come up. We're going to do Lakshmi and put all the footprint towards the house. And if you're painting it by ignorantly towards outside, grandma will come, kya kar rahe? So, our attention going into what? That same matter. Now, looking at it, when do we go on a diet? We are conscious about it, someone else is curious about it, or our doctor tells us to do it. Hey, if you don't do it, you'll get diabetes. Your knees will going to go. You're too overweight now, lose weight. So we go on a diet. Or, the main factor of this matter of the diet and the awareness of its need is the quantities of the food that we eat. It has got quantity, it has got quality. That we eat. And ancient texts, this is the Chandogya Upanishad, it says very simply, which I covered it right in the beginning about the tigers, lions, jackals, hyenas eating raw flesh. He says, Chandogya Upanishad, the English translation says that when the food is pure, the mind becomes pure. When the mind is pure, your memory becomes strong. You will find some of you people you will meet, they're very peaceful and calm. He said, I remember. Ah, you met me. He said, really? He said, yes, you met me in so and so place. They remember. You and I don't remember. How? They're living a different kind of a life. And when your mind memory becomes strong, then is the supplier of the all knots of heart in your body. In your heart, in your body. You'll be surprised. You have it in your body. You say, what knots? I don't have any knots. Do you mind? I can show it to you right now. Come, sir. I'll show you. Come. You say, my God, why me? Come, I'll just show it to you. Okay. Yes, sir. Don't mind, okay? Can you feel here something? What do you feel? Nothing much. I'm touching, right? Okay, I'm going to press it here. Don't mind, okay? You feel the pain? Lot of pain. And more pain. Now I press here, no pain. Press here, no pain. Press here, no pain. Press here, there is pain. Press here, there is pain. How do I know? These are the nodules which form. Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's there in your heart, there in your digestive system. And you say, I get migraine. I am lower back ache type. Who told you that? Were you born with it? So you and I are conditioning our body, our mind towards, unfortunately, more and more destruction. without realizing it. Supposing I tell, Dipali ma'am, good to see you. You're going to be 105 years old. Look at her laughing. And if I ask him, why are you laughing? Yeah, I don't want to be that old. I say, why? I don't want to be dependent on to anybody. I said, who's telling you you'll be dependent? I'm just saying you'll be 105 years old in good mind, body and health. Then it is okay. You have pictured yourself, all of us. If I cross 60, problems will start. Hospital, medication, I must have life insurance. Why? Who will take care when I grow old? But who's telling you will be sick when you grow old? You are only telling yourself, no? No, you don't know. Come on, sir. I said, why? My father suffered from diabetes. So what is it? You don't understand? Latest science is saying that it is genetical. You have already written, I am going to be diabetic. You conditioned yourself. You go to meet one of your friends suffering from cancer, lot of pain. You've gone to pay sympathy, give a little company, and you see the poor lady or the gentleman is suffering really, or the child or something, and you feel very sad. You spend some time, make them feel good. Now you're leaving. Maybe with your wife or husband or parent or brother or friend. Maybe you're saying it, maybe you're not saying it. You're saying what? I hope I never get cancer. Who told you that you're going to get cancer? You started it yourself. So what should you do when these negative data come? You're not a computer, not a mobile. You can't say, okay, close that side, close this window. Some funny side is coming up, you can close it. You can't do that with the mind. It's going to keep on coming and attacking. So what do? You purify your consciousness. Consciousness is pure. You don't have to purify it. But reflective consciousness is influenced by your mind. That's the peripheral consciousness. Part of the consciousness is getting influenced by the mind. But it gets burnt off the moment it goes a little deeper. But reflective consciousness is there with us. How do you purify? That is where you come in with the various Vedanta Upanishad. I tell the children, you want lots of money? As a continuation of that talk. Who wants lots of money? Everybody's hand goes up. I said, okay, how much money? More than daddy and mommy. They are clear. I said, okay, very good. What if I tell you 3 simple laws? If you follow them, you'll have no shortage of money. Is it really? I'm coupling Vedanta with the modern life. Very nice, sir. What is it? I said 3 simple things. Are you ready to do it? Yes, sir. First, don't tell lies. Ashok Stamba is written, Satyameva Jayate. Nobody's following it in our country. And it's the country's emblem. Where is it from? Mandakya Upanishad, 2nd Sutra. If you follow truth, you shall always win. Vivekananda's words, if you come in the front foyer, we have put there today. This is from the Chandakya Upanishad, which we took it out. Vivekananda made them decipher the meaning and told the world around. That is called put your mind on a diet. I am only sharing with what is in the Upanishad. And I tell the children, follow truth, don't tell lies. You'll be amazed, I'm sharing with you because you and I, we are the moms and the dads. One child raised his hand. I said, what happened? Sir, my mother says once in a while telling lies, okay. I said, really? What happened? Sir, she told me she will get me iPhone 8. And she told me I will get it by the end of the month. She went out, I told her today, Mama, remember my iPhone 8? I'll bring it better. She didn't bring it. I told her, Mama, you told me a lie? Mama said, Beta, when I get the time, I'll get it. I didn't tell you a lie. I couldn't get it today. Mama, it is a lie. You have to understand, once in a while it happens. This is how the conversation went on. You and I, without realizing, we are doing it. You and I need to be careful about it. What are we writing? What data am I feeding? If I feed junk data into this computer, it will come out with junk. 2 into 2, I put 5. This is what the answer will come out from this computer, no? So, don't tell lies. I say, okay. Second, I say, have faith in your own self. You are very powerful. Only thing you don't know about it. Can you see a one electron? There are billions all around, including in your body, no? Can you see it? Why do you believe it is there? You can't see it. You couldn't see North Pole in your own eyes. You saw a book. Book could be wrong, no? How? You see it's written on the book. Hey, how many books are writing about consciousness? Please read. David Chapman, Hard Facts of Consciousness. Western world is waking up on the ancient Vedanta. And you and I are still very peacefully ignorant. Oprah Winfrey, you must have seen her. Richest lady today in the world. You know what she says on our Friday sessions? She is conducting meditation session. And she's selling clothes, meditation, nothing, simple white slacks and groovy looking little designer clothes, very expensive. And she is telling everybody, teaching out how to meditate, very nice. She's saying, how can you start a day without meditation? She is telling the crowd through the TV, and you and I, we are born in that country, meditation. Oh, it's a good idea. We'll do it sometime. Mind is saying, come on, get up, your resolution, 4 o'clock. Body says, do you mind? Did you ask me when you took the resolution? I don't want to get up, I want to sleep. And who wins? Body will always win. Mind is saying, come on! Body turns around. Mommy is saying, get up, beta. Ah, mama. Mommy comes and complains, sir, please tell him to wake up in the morning. These are all connected. Make the child be successful, be well placed in the world outside, and earn those money and have cars and properties and a good relationship and maybe 2 houses in US, 1 in Canada, a couple of them in India. Apparently our rate for success is enough. There is a girl, she's an Indian girl, she is in Harvard. She is my niece. Gold medalist from India on maths from Presidency College. Stood first in the country. She got connection through us, went off to America, did her studies. She's there for, I would say about 23, 24, little more maybe, years. She was in Northwestern Edu, from there Chicago University, from there went to Minnesota, from there she was posted to Washington when Trump was doing his, she was invited to be part of his 200 members, she got that name and fame, and now after he is selected for presidency, she has been posted as a faculty member in Harvard. Almost every week, she is literally crying over Skype. My life is ruined. I am all alone. Nobody loves me. She's got lots of money. She's got a house in Harvard also, then she bought one. Is that life? I'm telling you, monkey, it is not so. You know, you'll be surprised if you see Dr. Aisha Day is the name. If you Google it, she got 4 consecutive World Top Freelance Dancer Award. And American simultaneously, meaning different occasion, different contest, she got also American. First time when she went, she was saying, you don't know. She calls me Notun Mama. Notun Mama is the mother's brother, and Notun is always new. They somehow gave me that name. So I said, you monkey, you can do it. You don't know Notun Mama. The lady I'm fighting against, her husband is very rich. He feeds money to everybody. All the judges' minds are changed. I said, shut up. What are you thinking about all that? You say, I don't care how. God, you better make sure I do well and I stand first. Just keep doing that. Just keep thinking. Can you and I sit down and breathe in and say, I am pure. I don't tell lies. I used to, but no more. As you breathe out, whatever lies in the germs and those nodules in my body, I'm throwing it out of my body. As I breathe in, I'm breathing in purity, detachment, and concentration. What is concentration and detachment? They're linked. Concentration, if you look carefully, is attachment. I am attaching all my faculty, my mind, my brain, my body postures, looking concentrated. I put it like that. Why do the horses do this? Not to look right and left, only look straight. For the animal. For you and me, we choose to concentrate. Attachment, if I get locked into one, a website, or a person, or a food habit, or anything, if I am attached, if I don't know how to detach it, I'm stuck with it for the rest of my life, no? So, as you finish learning it, you detach yourself and go to the new one, attached to another. Today what is happening? You're opening a site or in the Facebook or something, and suddenly you find something is flickering, you go to that, sounds nice, press it. You haven't finished learning there, you've gone into the other one. Or in the classroom, teacher is teaching something. Next period, Sanskrit period. Next one, Japanese. You're changing. Ancient time, what used to happen? A Gurudeva will teach you one concept. You learn it. You do abhyasa, maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 6 weeks. Till you mastered it. He's not going to teach you anything else. First finish learning that. Make it your own. Now it is mine. Now it is yours. I'll show you the next step. And like that, these people grew up with them. So, the concept of food to continuing. This are the senses. You've seen this picture, Krishna, Arjuna. Which are these horses? Those are those senses driving us. Who do you need? Krishna. What is Krishna? Called Krishna consciousness. Consciousness. You need to have that. Who's Arjuna? You and me. What am I saying? I don't want to fight. How can I fight against my own brother? How can I fight against my Gurudeva? How can I fight against my Bhishma Pitama? So see, they're all got a message for you and me. There's a girl who grew up here from mother's womb. She's here right now. She is about approaching 10. At the age of 1.5, she started from mother's womb training. I know all of you are trying to put, who is that one? By the time she was 1.5, she could read and remember Sanskrit slokas. By the time she became 6, she wrote her criticism on Mahabharata. She finished reading it, she wrote a criticism. You know what she said? She says, Abhimanyu's death is because of Arjuna. Papa said, what are you saying? He is Sanjay, he is God's friend. No. She said, of course. He said, how do you say that? Krishna told Arjuna, don't go away from here. Duryodhana is trying to take you away. Some strategy. Don't go. Arjuna said, how can I? If I don't go, they will call me scared, coward, kair ho. I will not. I have to go. So Duryodhana, a mischievous tendency of the mind, took you away. And as he is gone away, he says, okay, all right. He says, now who is at fault? He says, Yudhishthir, Bhima, Nakul and Sahadev. He says, how? He said, all four of them were there. Why didn't they go with Abhimanyu? They said, he can't go. Those days rule was, in one chariot, Sarathi and the warrior will go. Shridhar said that it's not true. He said, beta, it is true. He said, no. Why was Shikhandi standing in front of Arjuna when he went to fight Dronacharya in addition to Krishna? Can you see? When she was about 9 years of age, about little less than a year, one day going home, she just came to school, came and said, sir, I've written this article. Yesterday while going back, I found it, felt like writing, I've written it. Would you like to read it? I said, what is it about? So you read it. I think it has come out very nice. She herself is saying, I think it has come out very nice. Honestly, it was an amazing write-up. Who are they? They're your kids. Where was it? You know what she wrote about? She is writing about, I'm going in my car. She's got a chauffeur-driven car, comes from a good family. And there are dancing girls and boys doing that somersault and asking for money. She said, why is this disparity? I am sitting in my car. Why is it that child there? And she is writing her reflection on that. It was really written very well. We put it in the website. Meaning, these are the secrets hidden between you and me. You and I can also do it. Child can also do it. We have to give them. They said, how do I get a lot of money if I tell truth? And what's the third point? And the third point is have faith in God. Call him Allah, call him Christ, call Krishna, call Mother, call anything. Call unified field. Scientists don't believe in God. They say unified field. That one energy field. Call it anything. Call Jal, Pani, Tanni, you in French, it's water. All the same. So I tell them, have faith. God is always with you, listening to you in your own way that you want to call. See God in your mother, God in your father, God in your teacher, God in your friend, God in that dog, God in that stone which people worship. But the ancient India, Vedanta is talking of God cannot be limited into, like in Islam, like in other, it is not, cannot be limited. But for those people can't understand, for them they made it. But Vedanta is talking about Advaita, meaning it has got no form, no concept, it is infinite, it is that light. Where is that? Inside you. Children say, why can't I see it? I said, you can. I can show it to you right now. You can do it too to your kid. You want to see it? You are saying just now, I want to see it. Correct? Come, I'll show you. Somebody, ma'am, come behind her and just stand there. Okay, come. Take off your specs, ma'am. Okay, can you stand straight? Close your eyes, concentrate here. You can stand at the back. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to touch you. Please concentrate here between the third eye. Can you turn it up a little bit? Yeah, okay, thank you. Concentrate here between the eyebrow. Don't open your eyes, concentrate, ma'am, stand behind it. Okay, concentrate here. Don't open your eyes. What do you see? Concentrate, keep concentrating in that center that you see. Don't open your eyes. What do you see now?
Colors moving around.
And see the center. Okay? And that dot is going to blow and expand more and more and more as you learn to concentrate. Where was it? How come you and I never seen it? I am not showing it to you. I am nobody. I am just a postman delivering a package. I'm giving you a message. It is there in everyone. I show it to kids. I say I'll not show everybody. I'll show one or two. I show them. Do you see it now? It's there inside of you. Do you want it to do magic for you? It can. Today you look at this school. So, bam, I had nothing. I had this faith. I have got a message. I was in US, very happily settled down. I got a message, go back to India, start a school. I thought I was good in flying. I said, must be flying school. Then I got up and said, no. Start with elementary, then grow up. I said, me? School? I don't know anything about school. But I've been doing a lot of research and studies on the Western and Indian and brain and consciousness and neurological. They said, you start. I started. Look at the school today. There are many people come and meet me who left Shukrana Bungalow because they said too far away. They're not coming back. We made a mistake. Please take us back. My child doesn't want to study. I said, it's okay, just watch. It'll take a little more time. I wish you had not left. But have you noticed, we don't advertise at all. I'm telling the children, you don't have to advertise yourself. When there is light, does the light advertise? No, it sweeps away the darkness. What is darkness? Not knowing, another word called ignorance. Darkness of ignorance. It will move away. So when you see something, you will say, see now what happened, ma'am. When you walked in, you say, my God, what is he going to show me? That was in your head. Then you saw, is it there? Is it there? You were not sure. So first time you kept quiet. Second time you saw something. You were seeing it right from the first time. I could see it. Second time was also there. I said concentrate right in the center. And you saw. And if I had showed you a little more, why I made her stand at the back, do you know? If it blossoms, depending on your past karma, you might fall down. That's why I told mom you stand at the back. If you tend to, just hold on to it. And no second you'll be alright. Because it's within you. How can it make any harm to anyone? Only thing you and I need to focus it. Tell me something. You want to learn cricket. Can you do it without concentration? Or sitar? Or cooking? Or studying? Or writing? Anything. Or you want to do a crochet or knitting? You have to concentrate. That concentration with detachment. Learn and then detach yourself from this and go to the next. And go to the next. And you will see, you will never forget it. Because it becomes yours. I'll give you an example. You have got also many examples in your own system right now. Have you forgotten how to walk? Have you forgotten the taste of vanilla ice cream? Have you forgotten what does an Alfonso mango taste like? Can you explain to me? Tell me orally with words, what does it taste like? I'm giving you a comparison between this Vedanta education with IB coupled with the world outside other education system. Other education system will tell you what does it taste like. What does it taste like? Sweet. Anything else?
Sour.
Maybe sour, maybe juicy, maybe pulpy, like that, correct? Anything else? What about peaches? What about plum? What about berry? What about strawberry? What about oranges? Don't they all taste the same? What's the difference? That is the difference between the outside education and here. What is it? One is data-based learning in which we are doing Google and all that. The other one is called realization. Once you taste it, you can't forget it. You will never forget that dot. You will never forget I don't know what is there. Don't have to go to a doctor. All you have to do, there's a simple process. All of us have to get them out of your system. If you don't, they'll create trouble tomorrow. I'm not boasting. I'm just telling you this is India. And this is humanity, human consciousness. How young do you think I am? Approximately. Make a guess, ma'am. Approximately. 65? Okay. Add little more than 10. I'm done. I don't need specs. I have no sickness. They all know me for more than 60 years. I don't fall sick. I don't have one headache, one stomach pain, one knee pain. Where is it? I'm just saying it is all within all of us. How do we get junk data? Example. You and I need to understand all this and utilize it. Learn more about it. We'll guide you. We are 5 brothers and a sister. From childhood, my father said, everybody 4 o'clock in the morning, get up 4:30, have to come out with me for 3 hours training, swimming, running, and then through the day, study, go to school, colleges, come back, finish your work. I'll come back from office at about 7:30. 8 o'clock, give me half an hour, we'll go to play badminton. We used to go and play badminton with him. When he comes back, mother used to give a report. Had they finished their work? Those days, homework and study and all that. And we were told, unless you stand first, second or third in the class, and then only you're allowed to take up sports. If you don't stand, you have to first do good there and then do good here. But you have to do good in both. If you don't, you're not successful. So we had to work like anything. And we were very enthusiastic. Sports everybody loves. Study was the problem, no? So we had to say we have to do it, otherwise no sport. Just imagine, all 5 of us, brothers, and my sister, and my mother played for India. Mother played with my elder brother, mixed double, All India champion. 2 brothers, Arjuna Award winner, Robbin, Ghosh, Ghosh. Google it, you'll find it. Me, my second brother, we all played for India. I played for Air Force about 3 games, representing Air Force. Why? Because I was good in one game. I was very good in there. I became champion in state in table tennis. That was not my game, but racket game, you know. I became Air Force champion in tennis and squash also. How? Because I was good in one game. I just had to learn that new thing. So this, after the game, 7:30 will come. My mother is to give us task. Everybody will do something. We had all those ancient Zamindar family servants and all. She said, no, you have to also do something. We had to do. My task used to be cutting an apple for everybody. We were about 12, 15 of us. Used to sit for breakfast together. So I had to cut the apple. Eldest brother, Ghosh, he's the eldest. So naturally, ancient Bengali family, bada ladka hai, you know, and everywhere in India it is said, he should get the best. So mother used to think there is nothing in the skin of the apple. Those days, mother's little knowledge. So mother used to tell me, when you cut for Deepu, remove the skin. I used to say, why? She says, no. I said, we don't cut for ourselves. We love it without it. No, his digestive system is not good. She used to think, my elder brother was spoiled brat, eldest brother, no? So he used to say, no, not that. And mind you, brilliant, never stood second in the class. He became India champion. You know, all this Prakash Padukone, Nandu Natikar, they're all, Prakash is his student. I'm saying, and yet he had this phobia in his head. I don't like this, I don't like that. So he never used to like the skin. And mother fed it into his head. If you take skin, you will have digestive disorders. About 10, 11, 12 years ago, he is now settled down in Iceland. He's been training a coach in Iceland for a long time, 29, 30 years. He came to stay with me for 15 days. Now there is a general thing in the family that whatever I say I do will come true. So he was sitting with me for breakfast I have to rush to school. So I was sitting down early morning. He sat down and Bobby came and gave him a little katori filled with tablets. I looked at him. I didn't say anything. I'm polite to suddenly tell your brother, what is this? At the end of it, when we were finishing, when he was taking the tablet, he finished taking it. I said, what are all these tablets? You don't know. I got terrible digestive disorder. Who wrote it, ma'am, in his head? That's the junk diet, the data. You know what I did? I'm a yogi, aspiring one. I said, do you want to get rid of them? Naturally, what a silly thing to ask. I said, you can do it. You don't know what will happen. You don't know. I have to take sealed water. Yeah, you must have seen some of our friends, colleagues come from abroad. No, give me that water. Give me oxyrich, something like that. I said, listen, don't take this tablet. Give it 6 days time. You just take isopcol with water in case you got constipation problem. In case you got, let's say, loose motion, take it with curd. That's it. Morning once, evening once. He said, that's all. I said, that's all. You don't understand my trouble. I said, okay. Try for 6 days. Now he had a lot of faith in me. Meaning, this guy does funny things and they all come true. So, he did it. Do you know his last 10, 11, 12 years, he has no such tablets. He carries isopcol everywhere. What did I do? I just rewrote on his data bank. And I prayed. I believe in the prayer. That's data bank in the consciousness. It will come to you. Before I touched you, ma'am, I said, Mother, show it to her. I'm not the one to show it to you. He's supposed to. Before he came, I asked, where is it? I got a message, check his elbow. You will suddenly see, you are connected. Only thing you have looked at it as not so important. I'm saying you are. All you have to do is get reconnected. I will run through a few. We are talking about we are taking in a lot of data like this food with our 5 senses, by the screens, by the talk. I remember first time I took my mother out for a Chinese dinner. She said, I won't eat. I said, why? Kidi makode hai. You must have heard this. Our mother, grandmothers think there are some insects and worms and an ant's what she's going to eat it over there. This is what some data is written on their head. You and I have to rewrite, throw out the junk and freshen it. What will happen? I'll just run through the food for body and the mind. Can you see this is what is happening to you and me today? We are not realizing it. I use it too, but I use it only when I require it. I don't touch my mobile beyond a certain time at night. Anybody wants me, they'll call me back again. And after I have time, I got a missed call system. I'll just press that missed call and call. You were trying to call me? What is it? I know when to say now. Just now, two mother and father came down to meet me. Their 2 kids are studying here. Sir, came to drop the kid, came for the exhibition, came to say hello. I said, very nice, but I have no time right now. Sir, come on, 2 minutes, let's have a cup of coffee. They're very good people, very good friend. I said, a very good idea. Can we agree to disagree today and have it another time? Because I have another appointment. My mind is there. I can't talk to you. I'll not be able to speak to you. He said, how? I said, because I'm concentrating on that. They looked at me and said, okay, we'll come back. Whenever you want us, call us. I said, don't do that. He said, why? I said, ma'am, what you're doing is leaving the ball in my court. That means when you want me, you call me. I said, no. When you want to come and talk to me, you call me and come. I'm always there. She said, good idea, come. And she started laughing. You caught me. I said, no, I have just learned to, what is in my heart, I tell you straight away. This is sticking to the truth. So I tell the children, you come to my home, all of you know, they come and take candies. So after the session, they all come. Sir, candy. I say, suppose you come and one of you say, sir, we want Swiss candy. I said, champion, I'd love to give you, but I don't have Swiss chocolate. I have these organic candies. Chemical, they're organic, they're very good. I want Swiss candy. I said, okay. Have you been telling truth? Yes, sir. How many days? 5, 6 days. I said, okay. Just watch, you will get it. 5, 6 days, I'll get it. I said, yes, you will. Now you're thinking about candy, going, talking to friends in the bus, you go home, press the bell, mommy opened the door. Mommy said, surprise. I say, how, mama? Dr. Ghosh called you? Says, no. I was cleaning the fridge. I had kept it for Sunday. Today I felt like giving it to you. I asked the kids, who told mommy? They say God told mommy. That is true. Now you're eating candy with mommy and watching TV and maybe eating something before you go out to play or do your work. Project. You see a big pizza. Mommy, let's have pizza for dinner. Mommy said, better not today. Today is already organized. In next 2, 3, 4 days time, we'll organize. You're a good girl, good boy. It's okay, mama. Now you finish watching, you've gone off, you're doing your work, or gone to play, and little lady come back home and dad comes and daddy says, this dog, you go charging, hi dad. Dad says, surprise. I say, how? Mommy, you told daddy? I said, no, I was coming. I suddenly felt like buying. I saw the Pizza Hut. I know you love pizza. I asked them, who told daddy? I said, no, you are always connected. Supposing I sent a message, will you get it or no if I know your number? Will you get it? Do you have a doubt? How did it reach you? Did it run, crawl, walk? No, it gone through the EMF. Electromagnetic force, it's energy, it's gone to you. Why can't it go from you to somebody else, or from your head into my head, or from you to God's head? You say, God doesn't exist. Prove it to me. I say, okay, very simple. Tell me, what kind of God that you don't believe? So you will say, I don't believe in this 10 hands and things like that, and 3 eyes and all those stuff. I said, okay, what else? And like that you may give some. I will say, you know something? I also don't believe in God like that. But how come I believe in God and you don't? You get the point? The basic thing is knowingness. Once you know, then you what? If I tell you earth is flat today, you will say, what a clock. So knowingness. You need to go into from these circle. When you eat junk food, I told you, every time I see healthy food, it makes me sick. Many people do. They love to eat junk food. We are saying, okay, but don't do this. Before you go to eat Golgappa, you tell your friend or your husband or wife, every time I eat Golgappa, I eat it for you, and every time it gives me sickness. You eat the Golgappa, and you come back, and next day you're saying, see, I told you, it's going to happen. Who has written it on your head? You only have written it. What have I written? I say, whatever I eat, nothing happens to me. No one can touch me. Toughest problem. Some of you have seen that newspaper. Our school is not authorized. You must have read it. How come you're still here? I never sent anything to anyone. But you know what? Yesterday's news, it's in my WhatsApp. Those of you want I'm sending it, I'm going to send you an official letter. Government of Maharashtra said, sorry, we made a mistake. You know what had happened? They came and they said like this, and I got a video film on that. I just told them, you try to act funny, I'll put that video film. You're going to lose your job. Whole education department is going for a job. You know, in this school, everything that you and I do, we are always in videotape. It's for these people. When the minister came to know, he said, "Dikhaiye." I showed it to him. He looked at his under secretary and he said, "Bhai, ye sab kya ho rahe?" They got the order. Government of ministry order, please regularize. They haven't done anything wrong. He wanted 5 lakh rupees. I said, for what? What have I done? I said, listen, I stick to truth. I don't do anything wrong. I am not going to give any bribery and corruption. He said, dekh lenge. I said, okay, I'm a fighter pilot. I'm going to fight you. And I am a believer of yoga, an ancient Indian truth. I know we will win. We have won, sir. I have not given 1 rupee to anyone till today. I may give some books as a knowledge learning to people. So I'm saying stick to this concept and go ahead to it. Know the importance of healthy feed, healthy living. What about mind? We talked about mind. What are we feeding our mind? Think about it. You talk about junk food. What about junk diet for the mind? Every time you look at something, is it really necessary? What can you do? Can you see this? We are feeding junk through our mind all the time. And unfortunate status. Most of the mind is in the darkness. Very little part with the consciousness influence. That is what gives you an inner message. Okay? You will find it in the website. It's a huge topic. I have given you a little bit. So anyone can count how many apples, how many seeds are there in an apple. Can you count how many apples are in one seed? That potential is your child, that potential is you. You can transform your life. There is a lady I know. She was a serious cancer patient, 3 months to live. Terrible pain. She chose these 3 months, I'm going to be by studying Vedanta. She is an American lady. Came in contact with the mission, Ramakrishna mission. I'm going to be a witness to my pain, but I am not the one who's suffering. My body is suffering, my mind is suffering. I am the consciousness. She started with this. Consciousness said what? Involve yourself into something creative. She started to paint. She said after about a month, she says, you know, I am leading a better life than I had lived before my cancer. And you'll be shocked to hear she was totally cured of cancer. Who cured it? Potential is inside of you. I used to wear, before I started, 1.75 specs. I started to know. I said, God, you have to cure me. I want to read. And I can't read because every time I read, I get a headache. I said, why are you doing this to me? I want to read. After 2, 3, 4 days, I got a message. Throw away the specs. I said, how am I going to read? My mind is telling, how are you going to read? Conscious saying, throw it away. I started to read. I was reading Bhagavad Gita. All the letters became blurry. My mind is saying, see, I told you, no? So I put on the specs. A little later, I again started getting headache. I said, what is this? I want to read. I again got a message, throw away the specs. And like this happened for 2 days. On the second day towards the end, I said, okay, I'll keep it out for a longer time. It was blurry. Suddenly, the letters became clear. I said, wow. I started reading. Read for half an hour. Again, it became blurry. I said, look at that. That means I have to use specs again. I said, I'm not going to use specs. Look at me. I must be 33, 35 years. I'm not using any specs. Nothing at all. So, that potential is inside of you. We are talking about, these are various ways that you are feeding your data. Be conscious of it. Can we, you go for a diet, you hear that diet, you were fasting. No? Fasting, spiritual, Muharram, you're going to do now, Navratri is coming up, you're going to fast. Fast, people have experienced when you go on a fast, your health becomes good. Same thing is dieting fast to what about food for mind dieting fast? What? Say I am not going to watch TV for one day. Or TV time, you, me, champion, children, husband, wife will go and lie on the rooftop and look at the sky, how the clouds are floating by. Or go to the mountain in Lonavala, we'll take a drive and walk through the jungle and listen to the chirp of the birds and the thing, being with the nature. Hear the gurgling of the waterfall. You're doing a diet from data. Okay, I will not use my mobile from this time to this time. For my work, for my thing, I have to do it. And tell the people, hey listen, don't call me from this time to this time. And if you do, leave a message. I'll come back to you. Truthful nature only sides with the truth. If you are pure, that's the best diet you can give. Here, our mother used to say, drink a glass of milk. It's something like that. So, calm your mind by silencing. Become the ocean. Become still. Once you become still, something will happen. You can do it right now. If you like, with positive thoughts. I told you, breathe in positive, breathe out all the negative. Breathe in youth, vitality, vigor. Surround yourself with positive people who believe in your dreams, encourage your ideas, support your ambition, and bring out the best in you. You know what? If you pray for it, you will see it will happen to you. It will happen. You will suddenly see those bad guys who you were saying, my God, there is a neighbor of mine. Some of you know, you've been to ashram, where we live, we call it ashram. We in our each floor got 2 flats. The flat opposite of mine, very nice people from Merchant Navy, good people. Somehow something happened, the lady got jealous of Sharda decorating everything with flowers and all. She started saying, why are you putting flowers here? No flowers, I don't like flowers, I don't like this earth. And her dog will come and scratch it up and all that. And naturally Sharda started to get bumped. If you look at this, I spent almost 3 lakh rupees to get this plant. I said, it's okay. Is what is it? I said, just watch. You calm your mind, be peaceful. She switched off and removed all those things. Everything was clear. The lady said, I won. I prayed. I said, God, please give her peace of mind, calmness, and let her realize the true consciousness and the power of it. But would you please do it by keeping her far away from me? You know what? Last 6 years, she doesn't come anymore to that house. Once in a year for 1 or 2 days from Mumbai. They're actually in Mumbai. They come once or twice, 1 day or 2 days. And totally different now. Same people. So how did Ratnakar become Valmiki? The same influence. You have the power. You can do that. So change and support. No negative thought. Be conscious of it. So don't feed your mind with the negative thoughts. Negative thoughts, when they come, what do you do? Going to Mumbai, driving, and you see a big signboard, tire burst may cause injury to your head. And you look at it and say, oh my God. You go to cancer patient, oh my God. The moment the thought will come, because you have grown up like that, you tell yourself, mentally, don't do it in front of everybody, okay? Say, shut up. No negative thoughts. I am protected by the supreme power of Allah, God, whatever you think, unified field. I am protected. This car is protected. No one can touch. Have you seen our cars? 3 Innovas, 1 BMW. There are so many buses. You will not find one scratch. Go and check it out. How? Same drivers are using it. I keep praying. I pray for every one of you every day and your children that may you attain that supreme illumination in this life alone. May you do that. You will. So, keep away. This, can you see? Your hands are tied up with this data from the computer. This is how Vivekananda was talking about. Can you see this mobile data? It's tied you all up. So, don't have a delete button in your mind. Computers do. So the goal of life, start now. What? Create some lines around you. Create a line within you. Any question? Any doubts? Thank you very much. Any doubts, any questions if you have, you're always welcome to ask. Actually, this is reflection time. You have to think about it. You have to reflect on it. Questions will come. Lots of doubts will come. Doubts are not bad. In IB, we call it inquiry. Reflection, inquiry. In Vedanta, what is Vedanta saying? Kuto. Where did I come from? Where was I? Your children ask you, no? And you heard about the baby and the stalk and the mother brought you and all those stories. We say now. The Vedanta also saying, ask a question, ask a challenge. You ask your mind. Don't find the answer, come and talk. Or can't come, talk on telephone. Can't come, write 2-3 lines. Or wait for the next time you come. Spend 5-10 minutes. You're always welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you.